Hey guys, this is Tyler Dover, coming to do my church history oral biography for Church History 302. And I picked Herschel Hobbs to do at the beginning of the quarter. So I'm going to give you a little history on Herschel Hobbs. First, I'm going to start with Herschel Hobbs' family background. Herschel Hobbs was born on October the 24th, 1907, in the rural community of Marble Valley, Alabama. He was one of six children and the first son of Oscar and Emma Hobbs. Herschel's father died when he was 2 years old from malaria. His mother was a Baptist, and his father had been a member of the Church of Christ. Although Oscar, his father, had started leading music at a Methodist church. This was the first church Herschel remembered attending, which led to him saying, and I quote, "I am going to be a Methodist preacher like my brother Smith." Shortly after this, Oscar, his father, died. His mother took the kids, including Herschel, to a local Baptist church because it was her background. The Baptist faith also was entrenched in Herschel from the time he spent in the Baptist church. According to him, this is why he became a Baptist. Herschel made a profession of faith at the age of 11 during a revival service. These are the words he expressed after his conversion, and I quote, "Back there, I felt bad. I came, and now I feel good." In the 1920s, or in 1920, when Herschel was 13, his mom decided to move the family to Birmingham, Alabama. She did this to provide better educational opportunities for the kids. Herschel graduated from Phillips High School in Birmingham, Alabama, in 1926. He had acquired the value of hard work through jobs and family responsibilities during this time. And shortly after graduation, the family moved again to the east side of Birmingham and joined Inslee Baptist Church. While attending, he met the daughter of a bivocational preacher named Francis Jackson. They would soon get married on April 10th, 1927. After Herschel and Francis got married, he committed to full-time vocational ministry. And now we're going to talk a little bit about his educational background. His first sermon was titled God's Universal Call to Humanity, from John 1:39. He started college at Howard College in 1930 and graduated 2.5 years later. After graduation, he moved to Louisville, Kentucky, and attended the Southern Baptist Theological Seminary. He would go on to complete his Ph.D. there. This is where he formed his understanding of the Baptist faith by reading E.Y. Mullins' book, The Axioms of Religion. He later revised and republished that book in 1978. And now we're going to flow into his pastorate and denominational background. While Herschel was in seminary, he pastored several churches in Indiana and Kentucky. In 1949, he served in First Baptist Church of Oklahoma City, and this is where he started to have a major impact on Southern Baptist life. He served on boards, held offices in state conventions, and vice president of the Baptist World Alliance from 1965 to 1970. He had a radio program called the Baptist Hour that aired weekly. His most prominent service to the Baptist denomination came when he served as the president of the Southern Baptist Convention in 1961 to 1963. During these years, he chaired the committee that revised the Baptist Faith and Message, which was adopted by the Southern Baptist Convention in 1963. Herschel said this about his accomplishments and unique role, and I quote, "What do I consider my most abiding service for the kingdom of God? I would like to think that all I have said and done was to this end. But if I should have to choose, I would say, as a pastor, preacher, writer, radio preacher, and chairman of the committee which drew up the 1963 revised statement of the Baptist Faith and Message, perhaps convention-wide, The last will have the most lasting effort, end quote. And so now we're going to talk a little bit about his author background. He wrote a ton of books. Herschel had a prolific writing ministry. In 1951, he published his first book, and over the next 44 years, he penned 150 more works for lay leaders and pastors. He has written more books than anyone in Southern Baptist history. Over 100 of the books he wrote were Bible study guides for Sunday school teachers called Studying Adult Life and Work Lessons. Over 40 of the over 40 were on Baptist doctrine, Baptist heritage, or biblical commentary exposition, mostly on the New Testament. So as you can see, Herschel Hobbs lived a very prominent life in ministry, and he definitely had a major impact on Baptist church history in what he calls his most accomplished feat of revising the Baptist Faith and Message in 1963 that we still use today. So I hope you enjoyed that oral biography of Herschel Hobbs, and I look forward to seeing you guys later on down the road. Thank you. Bye.